Just outside of the nation's capital in nearby Landover, Maryland. Welcome in. We're getting a look at the enormous Northwest Stadium. We're through the first quarter of this season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. This return makes it up to the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now Love. He's taking a shot on his first play. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this one doesn't go far. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Love. He's on the move. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. This is on target to Christian Watson. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
This one taken in by Kraft. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Packers. Loves to throw again. He lets a heater go deep. He's got it deep downfield. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers finish up an excellent opening series. Christian Watson with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good. All right.
Off play action. It's Fields. Headed out right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. You got a mini base tonight.
Fields throwing here. That's caught for the first. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll run for the first time with their rookie from Michigan. And he scampers ahead and gets two on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
West right, sit. Go.
From the 44 here on second down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go. Out, let's go. Good eye.
Fields on third. Searches from the pocket. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
The Commanders ready for the punt. Keyshawn Nixon returning this for the Packers. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And this one hits first at the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Love now. Completes this one to Kraft. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down, but instead the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Got it. Ready?
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Set. Go.
He has it on the QB sneak. And he touches him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
Certainly dropped these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he gets him around 6 there. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 38. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Love looking to pass. Here's a loft deep down the middle. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
The Packers send out their punting unit. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. And that goes as a punt of 43. And the Commanders will go on offense. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Keep, don't jump. Ready?
Play action, Fields. Has some daylight through the 40. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Fits it through the middle. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders reach pay dirt for the first time this game. And the kick is no good. An early point after left on the table. Maybe later in this game, it's going to be a moment we look back on. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. This return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Toward the sideline and caught by Reed. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Love. And that one is dropped. Such great work to get all by himself, but he can't haul in the gimme, and that deep shot is missed. Wow. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Play fake, it's Love. That'll be complete to Jacobs. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And the defense gets there. Small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They will not get another play off. We're at the end of one. We've got a close one here. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They have second and pretty long here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Clean breakup on that throw. So they're left facing third and long.
Well, when a defender could get his hand on a pass in any way, good things usually happen.
Throwing his Love on third. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly.
Oh, and it's a fake puncher with the football. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
You know, in these situations, Kate, you got to be a great actor. That time, the punt unit defensively was not buying anything they were selling. That's a big stop on the fake punt.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Hey, can't. Medic. Chip's lit. Right.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Throwing deep for the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Oh, those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Here we go. Delta.
Man in motion here.
Right.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. Forced out to his right. Looking right, and he finds him. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. Complete. It's McLaurin. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down, because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Stays in the pocket, isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Oh, hurry up.
Working quickly here.
Go.
Third and long for him here. Brought in right side by McLaurin. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days,
Here we go,
when
son.
you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That's cut beyond the marker. And that's a Washington touchdown. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations of the preparation.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
Let's go.
Love out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Getting out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he works it deeper into enemy territory past the 40. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Commanders, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
Here we go. Angel, angel, angel. Press. Bunch right. Right.
Fields on 1st down. Throw left side, complete. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Easy, 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 easy. EQ. Hey, can. Right.
Fields out of the gun. Completed to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders, who have 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
Another throw for Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Good.
Offense in the hurry up here.
EQ. Right.
Another try following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. The Packers take their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent.
Hey, can.
Receiver in motion, headed right.
Tonight.
Fields now, 3rd and long. He throws a bullet to the... A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Love on 3rd and short. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Okay, ready.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run. Jacobs has the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take the lead just before halftime. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers take a slim 2-point lead. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Return starts at the 9. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Go.
He'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Starting at the 10. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Right.
Lone back gets the handoff. Juke the defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Extend.
First down throw for Fields. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
You got a mini base. Why not? Right.
2nd and 4. Dumps it off to his running back. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Alpha. Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. He fires one deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
2nd down and 10. Fields. He's got a man left. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Packers putting 6 defensive backs out there defending pass on this 3rd down.
No mas. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Finds a man right side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. Tonight.
Looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Throwing with a blitz on the way. The screen pass falls incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Jacobs running behind center. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Love. Completes this one to Kraft. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. He's back to throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the... He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Green Bay. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Fields to throw. Jump off caught by his back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
They kick the running back in motion.
23-yard line.
Hey, never mind. Monday. Go.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Short pass brought in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. You got it. 11.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. So that brings up 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
He can run it. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Now we stop. Looks like somebody was hurt on that play, and it's... Oh, no. Oh, it's a big one. Justin Fields getting looked at by the medical staff after that snap. The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. First throw for the backup now. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Here we go.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Tight.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. He's on the move.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Looking to throw Fields. Complete beyond the marker. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Havrisik for the extra point. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Return starts at the 3. They pull out the reverse. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They stick with Jacobs. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go now.
Going run again with Jacobs. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Play fake, it's Love. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll get it up to the 44. Looks like we still have somebody injured out there following the play. So we'll pause as trainers get out to... Oh, they're looking at Jordan Love, the man in question. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
First down, ball at the 36. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here's 2nd and 5. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Now a run with Jacobs. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 21. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. It's nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender, and even more so the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. 19 right. 70
Looking to throw. Able to get it to Reed. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Back to throw it. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Packers up by just a couple of points. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. They send a man in motion. Here's Jacobs. And he could only get a low yard. Took a couple of guys to hold him down near the line. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Again, it's Jacobs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
He'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Here comes Will Lutz. A lot riding on this field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Up, let's go. Bunch right. Man. Right.
He'll look to throw it. This is hauled in by McLaurin. Space past the 35. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Commanders will have a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37.
Chip slant. Sit high.
Here he is to throw. Escapes out to the left. And this one does not go far. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line.
Angel.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Bunch right. Right.
Back to throw. On the move, headed right. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Don't jump. Ready? EQ. Tonight.
Looking to throw it. Brought in right side. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
Up. Hey, can. Go.
Setting up to pass. Trying to push it deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here we go.
Off play action, it's Fields. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Delta.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, Karen. Here we go, son. Hey, Karen. Hey, Karen.
They send the tight end in motion.
Right.
Throwing now. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Here we go, son. Hey, Karen. Extend. Alpha. Right.
Now to throw. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And now the Commanders face a very important 2-point attempt.
Here we go.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Alpha. Is that all right?
He's throwing for it. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Packers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Commanders 25, Packers 24.
The Commanders kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Willis. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Dobbs. And he's out of bounds. That's a 1st down, but only 13 seconds left.
19 yards. 1st down, Packers.
Throwing now, off play action. Reed's got it. And they make the tackle at the 38. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. An entire game coming down to the leg of Will Lutz. This will be from 52 yards. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! And they've taken back the lead. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And it took everybody at the end. First to set up that field goal, and then for him to go out and win it with that accurate kick. It wasn't a dominating win by any means, partner, but a great show of resiliency to fight back and steal it away. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners, as with that, we sign off from D.C.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a beast, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a beast, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change with your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a beast, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a beast, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing to prove cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Check your little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a beast, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a beast, wanna see some more. Show you look a beast, wanna see some more. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a beast, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a beast, wanna see some more, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face, in my face? Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you look a beast, wanna see some more.
That underground music, riding in the year, I use it. Tighten up, you'll lose. I approve. I bet I step in the fruit. Straight underground, make all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted me and be a money white. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted her best friend is known around the way. I started see them. Let me clarify, I ain't talking about all women. Some just wanna settle down and have a couple cheering. For all my rapper homies, just be careful while you touring. You meet a pretty girl, but her intentions ain't the purest. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. It come with the wish list. It come with the wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. It come with the wish list. It come with the wish list.
Hey, second phone buzzing, just delete the other number, yeah. Cruising at 103 till I seen them feeling with the record. She was peeking out the cover. She said, Gigi, wait, you grew up down the street, my uncles up her brothers. I said, jumping back, and lit, you at. She was just running, Emmett Smith, running back. She gotta make it, rubbing it, just caught up. Then she got me paying nails, painting nails, calling me Sonic the Hedgehog, the way I be chasing. You know she got them brands of the bed. I'm in Miami, so knowing the bands of the jet. I caught her door back with a 50, she wanted the. She said, ooh, about to make me cancel this L. She said, hood is on, but she in a condo that her buddy own. Payment good, if she good, it's gone. Boy, you should've known. Calling me up on 50 phones, foot on all these. Never let them keep me on my tippy toes.
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money.